It's obvious that Dexter Franklyn is in a gay mood. His cup of happiness is running over, and so is his bag.
Dexter, where are you?
Over here, Corliss.
Meet Corliss Archer, who believes that any girl can pack a bag better than any fella. Any girl will tell you that.
You won't need these. Dexter, here's the tie I gave you for Christmas. I thought you said you'd lost it. Here, put it on.
You mean, put it on now?
Of course. It's pretty. You do like it, don't you?
Huh?
Well, if that's the way you feel about my gift...
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Well, there are just too many things in this bag.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll squeeze it together and you pull the zipper, okay? Okay, now. Squeeze. Oh, good.
Dexter Franklyn, if you didn't like my tie, why didn't you just say so? You didn't have to ruin it.
Sure now that you want these colors, Mrs. Franklyn? You're not going to change your mind?
Oh, of course not.
Well, I'm glad. Those color changes just ain't good for my digestion.
Hello, folks.
Hi, we just stepped into... What have I just stepped into?
Paint. We're having the house redecorated tonight, Harry.
Mr. Miffy, I'd like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Archer.
How do you do?
Hello, Mr. Miffy.
Of the Overnight Painting Company. Here, have one of my cards.
Overnight Painting Company, Gus Miffy, prop. Let Miffy paint your house spiffy in a jiffy.
That's a clever slogan, Mr. Miffy.
When I'm not painting, I compose happy birthday greetings.
And you're going to paint this house, every room, in one night?
Uh-huh. The paint will be on and dry in time for breakfast.
Oh, that's a convenient idea, painting everything at once. What color are you having in the dining room, Mary?
Oh, brown and white.
Well, you're joking, of course.
What?
Janet. Mary lives here. Her house, you know.
Well, of course, this room just screams for pink.
Pink? Pink? I halfway think you may be right. Then it's decided. This room in pink.
Golly, Mrs. Franklyn, I think this room would look good in cocoa.
Living room cocoa.
You know, I wonder how lavender would look in the dining room.
The dining room? Let me see. How about brown and white?
You came in kind of late, didn't you?
Well, why don't you just leave all the colors the way they are?
Well, I better line up some hotel reservations.
What's this about hotels? You'll never get any reservations. The town's full up with conventions.
Well, that's right, but we'd get painter's colic if we tried to sleep here tonight.
These people who claim to be our dearest friends are planning to sneak away to an expensive hotel for the night.
Well, of all the... You know we have a perfectly good guest room. And Dexter can sleep downstairs on the couch.
Imagine them planning to spend the night in a hotel, running out on your best friends.
Well, if you're sure that we're not imposing on you.
Oh, glad to have you.
Well, our bags are all packed. Come on, let's go then.
Yeah.
Sure. Bye, Miffy.
Hello. Schroeder's drugstore. This is Mr. Miffy. You better refill my prescription for stomach pills.
As Mr. Miffy might put it in one of his poetic moments, painting houses is no frolic. Look, it's Gov Me Painter's colic.
Where'd I put that tube of toothpaste?
Are you sure you packed it, Dex?
I think... I am now.
Here's the toothpaste, Dex. It's down at the very bottom.
Wonder who could have put it way down there.
You know, Dex, you could be neat if you tried. Why don't you refold everything nicely and put it back in the bag? On the other hand, you're a guest in our home, and I want you to act just the way you act at home. You don't have to be neat.
I'm always neat.
Splendid. I couldn't do better myself. Here's your pajamas and your toothpaste.
Thank you. I forgot my toothbrush.
Bill, old boy, have a cigar.
Oh, thanks.
About this contract you signed with the painter.
Oh, fine. Harry, you know you're one of the best attorneys I know, but I hate to impose on you professionally.
Oh, don't be silly. You know, Miffy's got every kind of clause in here but Santa Claus.
They overcharge me.
It'll hold water.
Well, water's free, but will it hold that expensive paint?
Oh, take my word for it. There'll be no extra charges. Your house will get shellacked, but you won't.
Mary, I want you to have some of my pie. No, thanks. I'm a very light eater. Dexter inherits his appetite from his father. That reminds me. It's time for my reducing pill.
You taking a reducing pill? Boy, you have a perfect figure. Come on, have some pie.
Well, if you don't think I'm gaining weight, I'll just take a real tiny taste. Delicious.
Eat it all.
You make the best pies, Janet. But don't tempt me. I wait.
Oh, you're positively silk-like. Go ahead, eat it.
Oh, I just couldn't.
Eat it.
Golly, Mom, if she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it.
Well, maybe one more very small.
Well, if anyone needs a reducing pill, it's me.
Oh.
Bill, are you catching cold? No visitor in our house can get sick. Now, wait, I'll get you something to gargle.
If anybody has an ailment, Janet has a cure. An old aunt of mine was bow-legged, and after one swig of Janet's bow-leg medicine, she was knock-kneed.
Here, Bill.
Oh, thanks, Janet. I'm sorry to be such a bother.
Oh, behave. Gargle it.
That's the stuff that cured an uncle of mine after he accidentally swallowed a false mustache. You see, he couldn't speak above a whisker. Get it, folks? Whisker.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Dexter.
Good night, Dexter.
Good night, Dexter.
Good night, Dexter.
Who goofed?
Oh! Good night, Dexter!
Only Dexter could fall asleep after that noisy lullaby. That kid is as relaxed as a wet sock floating in a bowl of hot, melted marshmallow.
All right. Excuse me. I got to see the Franklyn. Nobody told me what color to paint the kitchen.
Oh. Excuse me. Dexter. Dexter? Why sleep on the floor? What's the matter with the couch? Dexter! Up, boy!
Come in.
Mr. Franklyn. Mr. Franklyn. Oh, please, Mr. Franklyn. Mr. Franklyn. Mrs. Franklyn. What do you want in the kitchen?
Kitchen? I'm not hungry. I don't want to gain weight.
What kind of paint do you want?
Never eat paint.
Oh, good.
What happened?
Oh, I just dropped in. Any time it's convenient for you, I'd like to know what color to paint the kitchen.
Red and white. It's on the list.
The list? The list was written, changed, erased, rewritten, changed, erased. Now I can't even read what I've written with my rotten writing.
What's my toothpaste? What'd you do with my toothbrush?
I'd answer that if you weren't such an innocent young boy. Such a husky, innocent young boy.
And now, back to Meet Corliss Archer.
A yodeler. Any normal person would gargle quietly, but not Bill. He has to imitate a Swiss hillbilly.
3 pieces of pie, really. Well, the turf figure.
It's no way to talk about your best friend.
Well, you insulted Bill.
That's different. I can call Bill any name I like. Now let me see. What name would I like right now?
How can the guests get any sleep? They've been talking all night.
I heard her mumble something about a figure, and you know whose.
No, Janet wouldn't make snide remarks behind your back.
Not when she can say worse things to my face. She implied that I have bad taste and don't know how to select colors for my own house.
Mrs. Archer shouldn't have implied that Mrs. Franklyn can't pick colors. Everybody likes to think they're artistic. Even a rotten egg likes to think it has good taste.
Oh, boy. Must you make all that noise?
Sorry, old boy, but it was your foul cigars that ruined my throat. Perhaps forever.
Pity. The world will lose a most persuasive hog caller.
No, free my foot, no. Of all the pig-headed, I beg your pardon. And that goes for your pie, too.
Did you know that I could have the law on you for this? But no, you wouldn't know. Obviously, your knowledge of the law is quite limited.
And there's one more thing that I want to tell you.
Madam, will you kindly remove your finger?
Madam, I intend to remove my finger and myself from this house.
That is liable. And I have a witness. Miffy, you heard what he said.
You stay out of this, Miffy.
Tell your false friends good night. We are going out.
Now, since you've made this house a bedlam, will you kindly not add to it by slamming the door as you go out?
Friendship is a precious thing. And the moral of this story is, to help keep your friends, remember those two beautiful words. Shut up.
Look at how they're cramped up, trying to sleep in their car.
Well, they don't have to sleep in their car. If they'll only apologize, I'm perfectly willing to forgive and forget. I can be big.
Well, if you're so big, let's go out to their car and apologize.
I'm not that big. Go on, second caller. Okay. Now, we'll take him back there to luggage.
I feel better already. The poor thing.
Yeah, he's not such a bad guy. How you going to word your apology?
After what she said to me, you make the apology, not me. I'll nod, but I won't speak until she speaks first.
I have my pride, too. We'll both nod.
Harry, don't be so stubborn. Now you apologize to them. Why are you such a pighead?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, not you, Miss. I was speaking to my pig. My husband.
Well, you tell your pig, your husband, that we came for our suitcases, Mrs. Archer.
Tell Mr. Suitcases. Franklyn. The suitcases are right here.
Thank you, Mr. Archer. Where is Dexter's bag, Mrs. Pighead? Mr. Archer.
I'll get it.
I'll get it, sir.
Very well, if you wish, sir. We were coming to apologize. Needles.
Pins.
When a man marries.
His trouble begins.
You certainly.
Maybe we can get our parents on speaking terms again after we give them these gifts.
I still don't see why you're so sure this plan is going to work.
Dexter, look. When a boy wants to be friends with a girl, he gives her an expensive gift, doesn't he?
Well, that may make sense to you, but not to me. I'd haggle first.
My mother's going to give your mother this gift, a cookbook. See? From Janet to Mary. It contains that pie baking recipe your mother wants.
Oh. Hey, who gets this big box of candy? Me?
Me. It's a thank you gift from your mother to my mother. From Mary to Janet.
Your father's brand of cigars. To high heaven.
From Bill to Harry. And since your father wants legal advice on how to read contracts, my father's giving your father this law book. From Harry to Bill.
Swell. Well, I guess we better get up. Oh.
When Mr. Miffy gives your parents these gifts, we'll be standing on the sidelines watching, like Cupids.
Cupids? Oh, no. I remember what happened the last time I played Cupid. I tried to explain to your father I didn't mean to shoot him with that arrow.
Mr. Archer doesn't always understand what Dexter is trying to do. But there are times when he gets the point.
Now, why did you do that?
What did I do? Say, when my folks and the Archers get back, would you give them these things from the drugstore?
Drugstore. Stick around. I may need something from the drugstore.
Hurry, Dex. They'll be here soon.
Oh.
Go back there again.
Just a
It's
minute.
wonderful.
There's some gifts here for you. From Mary to Janet.
Oh.
From Bill to Harry. From Janet to Mary. From Harry to Bill. And this to...
Well, let's see what they're all about. Well, I'm going to save the card, that's for sure.
Candy for me? So you think I'm a pig, and all I do is eat, and I can't stay on the diet?
I've never been so insulted. Pie baking for beginners.
Cigar.
Law in one easy lesson. Any fool can be a lawyer.
The cards got mixed. This pie-baking book is for you, Mrs. Franklyn.
Yeah, and these cigars are for you, Mr. Archer, from Pop.
And this law book explains all about legal contracts, Mr. Franklyn. Wow. And, Mom, this candy is a thank you present from Mrs. Franklyn.
Oh.
What do you know?
Yeah, this is great, isn't it? Well, now, let's inspect Mr. Miffy's artistry, huh?
Here it comes. Sonny, stand by for a sprint to the drugstore.
You know, I kind of like these walls done in cocoa.
Mr. Miffy, what color is the dining room?
Cocoa.
And the kitchen?
Cocoa.
Everything is cocoa? Cocoa. Everything? Even the room closet? Cocoa. Miffy.
I just kept saying Coco, and I guess it's stuck in Mr. Miffy's memory.
I'll paint the whole thing over if you'll just tell me what color you want.
Splendid. I'll print a list.
Good boy, Miffy.
I'll have your house ready for you by breakfast time in the morning.
What the hell?
But where will we sleep tonight?
Oh.
Well, if Corliss and I went to a lot of trouble to get you all on such friendly terms, and I got a great idea. I slept like a top over at the Archer house last night, and gee, I don't see why the Archers don't invite us Franklyns over to the Archer house again.
Glad to have you. Come along.
My mother forgot to tell you what color to paint the rooms. Personally, I like white. I'd like you to cover everything with white paint. Remember, white paint. Have fun.
A powerful moral may be gained from all this. Nothing can separate neighbors who enjoy such a beautiful, understanding friendship.
Well, thank you for everything.
Yes, we sure had a good sleep. Thanks a million.
Glad to have you.
I never realized how uncomfortable we could be sleeping in that car.